So anyway, in late August, I got word to report to Vance Air Force Base at Enid, Oklahoma. And I went down there, assumed I would start pilot training. Well, we got down there, it was just kind of a holding area. And they put us in offices kind of where our degree was. And I was in the manpower and management office, I don't know why. And they said, well, just check in now and then and enjoy the pool and all that. So anyway, I got orders to go to Kinston, North Carolina. And it was called a contract. It was really run by the military, but all the instructors and everything were civilians. It was a civilian contract run thing. And my first instructor was, you know, they always say, you'll never forget your first instructor. He was a little short, red-haired guy, and his name was Jack B. McDonald, the meanest guy in the whole world. Sitting here talking in the ready room or the briefing room, he's the nicest guy. As soon as he stepped up on the wing, pow! You know, and the T-6, you know, Tommy sent a picture of the yellow, great big monster with a tail dragger, you know, and we had each table, each instructor had, I think it was five students, and I was an officer, and then there were 2 French cadets and 1 Belgian cadet. So he kind of put me in charge because I was an officer. And I don't know if they were officers or flying sergeants or what, I don't remember. But anyway, the primary was in the T6. And the big thing on a tail dragger, it wants to swap ends, you know, what do you call it? Ground loop. And especially when there's a crosswind, man, you got to fight that thing all the way into the parking lot. So from then on, from there we went to basic and T-28s, and the Navy had those. I can't remember. I don't know. Back in those days, the Air Force and the Navy had different names for airplane, even though they were the same airplane. But the T-28 was a thing with a big cowling, and so we did that, and that was at Greenville, Mississippi. And then after we finished that, I went to T-33s, which is like an F-80, but a T-33 is a 2-seater jet. And I went to James Conley Air Force Base at in Waco, Texas. And then I got my wings there. It took about a year, and I got my wings. And then and then I went to I went to gunnery school at Del Rio, Texas in T-33s. You know, we did air to ground. We didn't do any air to air, it was mostly air to ground, strafing and bombing. And then I went to Luke Air Force Base in Phoenix, and the F-80, 84 straight wing, F-84G. And that was a really good air-to-ground, very stable gun platform. And then my real assignment was going to be back to Del Rio to be a gunnery instructor in the T-33. We got down there and checked in, and they said, don't unpack, you're going to Korea. So they gave us 30 days leave, and we got to go home and see our parents and all that.